Dear children, good morning. Let's come back to the next book of our social science, political science. Only two chapters were covered right today. Let's move to the next lesson number 3. Lesson number 3 is discussing about the working of state governments in India. Working or functioning of state governments in India. The title is How the State Government Works. How a state government is found to be working or functioning in India. Let's move. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Before going to this lesson, let's recollect some ideas that you are learning from your 6th standard political science. One lesson was the government. 2 types of government and 3 levels of government. There are 2 types of government, you may know. Tell me which are the 2 types of government commonly seen in the world, in the countries of the world. Yes, one is kingship or monarchy and another one is democracy. And can you say which type of government that we people are following, India is following? Yes, definitely it's democracy. And what is democracy? Yes, democracy is the rule of the people, by the people and for the people. You know, yes, rule of the people, by the people and for the people. All the activities will be concentrating or circulating around the people, around the voters. In civics, we can say it's around the citizens. Okay. Yes, all the power is found to be in the hands of the people. People have the complete authority. And there is a section of the people who are assigned the duty of ruling in democracy, that's called the government. And the duty of the government in this term we can barely say is bringing the welfare of the people, well-being of the people and increasing or high-rating the social status. Because the power is given through an election. What type of election? Democratic election. So it's their duty or responsibility to bring welfare in their area. Okay, and India is following a federal system of administration. Federal system. What is the meaning federal? You know, federal means there are many sections one after another. There are many authorities one upon another. That system, a hierarchical system or a federal system of union is followed in India, and in this basis or on this criteria, India is divided into many states and certain union territories as well. Am I right? Yes, there are 20. How many states are there in India? 28 states are there in India. How many union territories? At present, there are 9 union territories. Yes, earlier it was 29. Now, recently, Jammu Kashmir is split into 2. It is not approved. All the people of India, anyway, it is splitted. We want to be split. That is Jammu Kashmir one and Ladakh one. Anyway, there are 9 union territories and 28 states in India. India is a large country, a very big country, having a lot of manpower, having a lot of natural resources and human resources. What's the meaning of human resource? Yes, human resource means manpower. Yes, India is proud to be having a number of or a large quantity of manpower. Then where is the success of a country relies? The success of a country, success of a nation is will be reliable on the utilization of this manpower as well as the blessed natural resource of our country. If this fact is digestible to the rulers, our country may be the first and foremost developed country in the world. But unfortunately, it's not happening because getting the power, what's happening? Getting the power in the hands of the few, they start misusing their power. They start to fill their pockets always. Okay, that's happening, but what should be happened? What Indian Constitution says? Indian Constitution says that all are equal before law. There is no partiality, no discrimination is allowed between the rulers, between the ruled. between the educated, between the uneducated, between the rich people and poor people, between people having a lot of power and people having no power, between their different types of sections of the people, between areas of the people, between different climates, between languages, etc. No discrimination is allowed in constitution, but something is happening, and that's unfair things are found to be happening in India. Anyway, we can go forward. Are you ready? Yes. So on this basis, on this criteria, India is found to be divided into 28 states and union territories. And which our area? What's the name of our state? Yes, it's Kerala. And what's the headquarters of Kerala? Capital city of Kerala? Trivandrum, everyone know. Anyway, and just near Kerala, there is one union territory in west side, in the western part, in the sea. What's that? Lakshadweep. Yes, you know. Yes. Okay. And let's move to the 3 levels of government. That's important. That is the crucial point that we are going to discussing in this area. 3 levels of government are there. Which are the 3 levels of government? Please close your eyes and please just start recollecting which were we were studying in 600. 3 levels of government. One in the bottom level, one in the center, and one in the top or zenith. Got it? Now open your eyes. You will be getting the answer. In the local government in the bottom, and just upon local government there is state government, and on the zenith, on the top, there is union government or central government. You know that different departments are working, different activities or duties are being found to be shared among these 3 levels of government. And in the bottom level itself, there are 3 that you have studied in the lesson Panchayati Raj in 6th standard civics, right? Yes, which are they? Yes, local government, Grama Panchayat, Block Panchayat, and district panchayat. Now something is happening nowadays, no? Yes, you can see many posters in these levels of election nowadays. Anyway, those who are getting the power after election is their responsibility to look after the people in their territory, to look after the people in their area. Today, let's move to this certain areas of this topic, different levels of government. And now in the local government we have already studied in 6th standard, that is Grama Panchayat, Block Panchayat and District Panchayat. These are the 3 levels of even the local government. Okay, there are different duties are there. What are the source of revenue to them? What are the activities? What should be done by them? What are the power in their hand? How they can maximum utilize, and how can they bring the maximum welfare of the people? How can they support the poor sections of the people or weak sections of the people, etc. Everything is learned in 6th standard. Yes, it's the duty of all sections of the government, all levels of the government to support the weak section of the people who are found to be weak, maybe economically, maybe socially, maybe on the basis of caste, religion, region, etc. etc. It's a support. The support is supposed to be given to this weaker section of the people. Today we can move to the second level of the government, that is state government. Our state is Kerala. Can you tell me who is the chief minister, present chief minister of Kerala? Yes, it is Pinarayi Vijayan sir. Yes, and under him a lot of ministers are working. Let's go through this area deeply and we can focus our attention to the MLA. Have you heard of MLA? Can you tell me which is the MLA in your constituency? Constituency means the territorial boundary under the control of an MLA. What is the extended form of this term MLA? Member of Legislative Assembly. Let's move to one after another. Then only we will be getting how the government in state level is working. Be giving a vivid picture by me with your support. Are you cooperating with me? Okay, let's move. Which are the important terms that we are going to study in this level? States first. Which are the 28 states and how they are working. And union territories in India. There are 9 union territories updated according to the updated list. And what is meant by minority? Minority, you might have heard of this word, minority. Then is the meaning of majority here? Next comes opposition party and ruling party. Ruling party and opposition party. Next comes ministers. Who are the ministers and which are the various departments handled or under the control of various ministers of the Kerala. Next, constituency or legislature. Constituency or legislature. Next comes MLA that I have told you earlier. Yes, the representative in a legislature or constituency is called MLA, member of legislative assembly or legislature. Next comes public issues. Public issues mean common problems that are faced by the people that can be solved with the support of these elected members, especially these MLAs and ministers. These are the public issues or common problems, common support that are expected or supposed to be given to the weak section of the people. Then comes debates in legislature. Yes, debates in legislative assembly. Debates means a lot of quarrels, a lot of arguments and controversies, and how much they are arguing and what support is expected to be given to the poor people. Next one is press conference. Press, you know, yes, newspaper conference. Press conference means according to a particular issue that the ruling section of the people will be calling upon certain representatives on different channels or newspapers, and they will sharing their ideas, their policies, etc. It's called a press conference. Next comes yes, departments we are already told. Then what is wallpaper project, etc., etc. Let's get familiar with the terms first. Okay, states, 28 states, union territories, 9 union territories, minority, majority, opposition party and ruling party, who are the ministers, constituency or legislature, MLA, member of legislative assembly, public issues or common issues or important problems, the contemporary important problems. Next, debates or arguments in legislature. Then press conference to solve or to share the ideas or policies of a peculiar section or maybe a peculiar political party like that. Then which are the important departments handled by different ministers. And next, lastly comes the wallpaper project, etc. Let's move one after another. By today we can't cover all the portion. Anyway, we can move ahead with the full courage or optimism. Ready? Okay. States and union territories already discussed here. There are many states under the control or ruled by a chief minister, and under this chief minister there will be many ministers. Okay, and the important official appointed by this union government to look after the policies or the working of a state is not chief minister. It's done by the governors of each state. Can you name who is the present governor of Kerala? Yes, you know. Okay, so the governor is not supported by a political party, but chief minister and other ministers will be supported, or they will be coming forward in the manner of a peculiar political party. Those parties who are getting majority or above total number of this constituency, they will be getting the power. This party is called the ruling party. So, and then there will be an opposition party. That is the opposition party. One leader also will be the. Who is the opposition party leader at present in Kerala? Yes, you know, Ramesh Chennithala. Anyway, let's go. And what is minority? Let's go deeply. Minority means, for example, how many legislatures are there in Kerala? How many legislative assemblies are there in Kerala? You know, yes, 140. Yes, please don't forget there are 140 assemblies in Kerala. That means our state is divided into many sections, many territories, ruled or controlled by various MLAs. And this area is called legislature, and there are 140 legislators, and in each and every legislature one representative will be there. The representative is called MLA or member of Legislative Assembly. It's the duty of the member of Legislative Assembly or MLA to look after or to bring the welfare of the people, to solve all the public issues in their area, etc. etc. These are the responsibilities of MLA. So the minority means they are minority party, not minority religious section. I am talking about the minority party. There are many political parties in India. Can you tell which are the important political parties in India? Yes, they are Indian National Congress one, another one is CPIM, yes, Community Party of India, Marxist, and another one is now India is ruled mainly by BJP. You know what is extended for BJP? Yes, Bharatiya Janata Party. It's a coalition government. Means in case a political party is not getting the majority seats, they will be aligned with certain parties, certain political parties having same views or same policies. Okay, with the support of them, they are forming a union or a coalition. So that's happening in there. To get what? To get majority seats. Otherwise, there will be draw or no parties will be getting majority. Yes. So minority party will be the majority party. As per rule, majority party has the duty or has the power to rule over our country, to rule over the second level of administration in India, that is state government. In case there are any political party is not getting any majority, they will be conducting certain aligned policies, and they will be allied with the political parties having same views, or the political party that who are supposed to support this party, and they are forming a peculiar type of majority, and that party will be ruling over, and there will be the main party from the opposition side, that's called opposition party. From the opposition party, they are also having a lot of power in their hand, and they can take part in each and every decision taken by the government, whether they are doing their duty perfectly, efficiently, and they are focused in bringing the welfare of the people, etc. is the duty or responsibility of both ruling party and opposition party. And MLA is actually the elected members, not selected members. MLA is the elected members of a peculiar area. Our state is divided in two different areas, and these areas are called the legislature, and there will be many candidates will be there asking votes from the citizens or the voters having 18 years old or above 18 years old, and all the people are entitled to mark their vote, to cast their vote, not mark their vote, is to cast their vote, and after the election one person will be elected. How? Because he will be getting the major or majority vote, and he will be appointed as the MLA of that area. Can you name who is the MLA of your area? Yes, in my area it is Rahim. Yes. And so this person is entitled to bring the welfare of that area, and he can argue in the legislature about the problems or public issues in his territory, and he can collect fund and utilize for the welfare of the people, to support the weak sections of the people, to give certain infrastructure development also. What is the meaning of infrastructure? Yes, road facilities, school facilities, etc., building, etc. All the facilities should be given in the proper, should be supported with the proper way. There may be certain hospitals, but the hospital should be furnished by efficient or skilled doctors or expert doctors and expert nurses and hospital other staff, etc. And schools should be provided, and schools should be furnished by efficient teachers and all these type of facilities, etc. These are all comes under the duty of these MLAs. And then comes public issues. Public issues are actually common issues. For example, yes, water problem or communicable disease in an area. For example, in our legislative assembly, Kundamangalam, is there a water problem is arising? Means some colonies and all. In my area itself, there is a colony, yes, called Sangeetham in Vellalasheri. Yes. There is a colony called Sangeetham. Yes, in that area, there are communicable diseases are found to be occurring often. Means a colony, that rush area of little huts Okay, that people are doing, majority people in this area, the people are engaged with pottery. Nowadays, these earthen pots are not so profit. Yes, not getting any profit. So they are suffering loss of the people. So it becomes the duty of this MLA in our area to look after the welfare of this suffering class of the people. They are hardworking, they are poor section, they are not so educated, but they are human beings. Yes, just consider them as human beings. So it is their duty, and whether they have ration cards, whether they are supplied with food and the health care facilities, and what about the schooling or education of the children, and what about the dressing, what about the medical facility, everything becomes the duty of this MLA. And these are the public issues, the water problem and the health problems and the road facilities, etc., etc. And debate means there is an assembly of different MLAs are seen in legislature. In Trivandrum you might have heard, you might have seen also. Yes, various MLAs will be there. The MLAs in our area will be arguing to bring certain developmental programs in their area. At the same time, another MLA will be asking or arguing to collect fund for the development of their area. And there will be two sections of the MLAs, that's important. Which are the two sections? Some MLAs will be coming from the ruling party, some will be coming from the opposition party. So what is actually happening, the ruling party MLAs will be always arguing that our government is found to be super performing all the facilities and all the resources, and the poor sections of the people are supported by so and so, by so and so, by so and so, etc., etc. And but at the same time, the MLAs that are coming from the opposition party will be saying that what type of a government is this? What support is given to this section of the people? What is the condition of the road in our area? What is the condition of this drinkable water? Is the drinkable water is there? And what about the food facilities? Are the people healthy? What about the condition of the schools running in our surrounding area? What is the condition, pathetic condition that is seen in government hospital without any efficient doctors, facilities, etc. And the surrounding is not tidy or unclean, like that. Many complaints are arised from the MLAs of opposition party. But from the part of the MLAs of the ruling party, they will say that what was the condition of our state before we were coming or we were accessing to power. At that time, you people were ruling, but what about the progress? They will submit a list of the progress, list of the developmental programs applied to the people nowadays. So this is what happening, means opposition party will be always opposing the policies, and they will be rejecting, or they will be always criticizing the policies done or practiced or enacted by this ruling party. But the ruling party will be highlighting their important areas, and they will be submitting a list of the programs that they are doing at present. So there is an argument. This argument is called debate. If we are conducting a debate in school itself. Okay. So then comes a press conference. Then different departments and wallpaper project, and how the ministry is working in Kerala, etc. can be discussed later. So okay, you might have given a clear-cut idea of MLA. First of all, 28 states, and according to which criteria these states are found to be divided, and how many union territories are there, and the second level of the government, state government, what is constituency, who is an MLA, what are the responsibilities of an MLA, what is meant by chief minister, what are his duties, and what are the responsibility of departments, we can discuss later, and what is meant by ruling party, what is meant by opposition party, etc. And then constituency, etc., etc. You might have given a clear-cut picture, a vivid picture. Let me believe so. Ready? Okay, thank you so much for hearing me. Salute and Assalamu alaikum.